I didn't post an episode for 4 weeks, not because I quit or gave up, but because God led me to a pilgrimage. I just came home from Rome and Europe. So I went to Italy and France with my wife. Why? Because we were both invited to Jubilee of digital missionaries and Catholic influencers. So I received an invite from the dicastery of communication. Sent an email. It's signed. It was legit. We had a letter also from the papal nuncio and the CBCP, so it was super duper duper legit. And in Rome, I learned this. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to say yes, and God will provide. This episode is about how you and I, as millennials and Gen Z Catholics, are called to be missionaries of hope in a world that feels dark. Please allow me today to share with you what I learned from Rome, and I hope it will bless you, help you find your mission, help you find your purpose, and be the best that you can be. Let me start by telling you something that happened to my life. From 2022 to 2025, so my wife and I were going through a lot of financial struggles. Closed a business in 2023 January, but before that was already struggling, and because I was trying to focus the business that closed, which is logistics, I wasn't able to focus on my coaching and speaking business. So money, it was like a desert. We experienced terrible drought. It was dark. So when we got the invite from the Vatican's Dicastery of Communication, we didn't know how it would work, but we said yes. And your yes means something. Step by step, what happened? We prepared the documents because in the Philippines we can't just go to Italy, so we had to apply and prepare everything that was needed. So first miracle, visa approved. Second miracle, funds came, projects came to fund everything, and we have supporters, donors who also gave money to help us go to Rome. So thank you guys. So we had finances for flights, hotels, and meals. So this was me working to provide. People who cared, who knew about it, we were going, also gave something to just help us, and then we fundraised a bit. And to add, we had nice meals and freebies that we received from different people, from leaders, from friends, and we received a lot of generosity. So I'm just sharing this from the heart of a grateful heart. So from that, first lesson, I guess, is God provides appropriated grace each time you say yes. So you can read something about that in 1 Peter 4, one of my favorite verses, that everyone, God appropriated something, gifts for us. And for me, we were gifted for this. So what's my reflection that I want to share with you? Number one, we don't see the whole path. Adulting is messy, bills, debt, mental health, family pressure. But God doesn't ask you to say yes to a 10-year plan. He says, hey, can you say yes to me today? Saying yes to God is a daily thing, hourly thing, minute thing. Saying yes to God, even if things aren't clear yet, is the missionary move. A missionary of hope doesn't mean just flying abroad and doing crazy things. It means showing resilience and faith so that others see God in your life. When you keep moving forward, even in struggle, you shine light in someone else's darkness. And that's why you and I, co-millennials and Gen Zs, we are being called. The world says we're the burnout generation, but God says you are the hope of the generations. What I saw there, young people, people younger than me, people my age, people older than me, are on fire. They have a purpose, and if you find your purpose, you're living for something bigger than yourself. No amount of depression or sickness or stress can put you down. Yes, it can slow you down, but God will give you the grace to stand up and keep going. Your struggles, your healing, your perseverance, it all points to Jesus as the end goal, and Jesus as the vehicle to get there, and Jesus as the fuel to keep going, and the why, and the who. I want to share with you so you see, during that event, Pope Leo surprised us. Pope Leo the 13th, he said, Look for the restless heart, the suffering heart of Christ, looking for Jesus in every person you meet. That's our mission as digital missionaries, as friends, as Catholics, not to impress, not to be perfect, but to reflect Christ's light so restless hearts can find Him. So many things happened from day one. There were talks, different talks on that the Catholic faith should not just have one look, but whatever your content is, it's good. And it's not about your influence, but about who influences you. So create from the influence of God in your life. So that's why I'm on fire. I'm in the same coffee shop. Just if you check my social media, I created a new sub-content. It's called Scripture Unlocked because I want to read Scripture to Catholics or help Catholics understand Scripture a little better. So it's beautiful. So please read with me or go to that content as well. And then we had a vigil, we had panel as well. And then in the vigil they closed St. Peter's Basilica. It was dark, only the altar was lit. It was so beautiful. It was a message of, hey, focus only on Jesus, not everything else. And then the Holy Mass and teaching. And then when the Holy Mass by Cardinal Chito Tagle, Filipino Cardinal, and then Pope Leo surprised us. Whew, wow, that's a lot. So, we're called to reflect Christ's light. We are called to reflect Christ's light so restless hearts can find Him. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to be rich or famous or powerful. You just need to keep going forward with faith. Your yes can be the seed of hope in someone else's darkness. So please send this message to an adulting Catholic wherever they may be, who may be needing hope and looking for hope or looking for purpose. If you're watching this or listening to this, I want to tell you that God is calling you to be a missionary of hope, to shine God's light, to reflect God's light in this dark world. So if you want to discover your purpose and build resilience for your journey, I'd be honored to walk with you or go through life with you through Catholic Life Coaching. You can learn more at www.jpaulhernandez.com, JPAUL Hernandez.com. So God bless you. Thank you so much for being patient. I'm happy to be back from Rome and our mini honeymoon with my wife. And it was so beautiful. We enriched our marriage. I'll see you in the next episode. I'm so back to creating the normal content. God bless you. The best yet to come.